Hi, James Savage from National Club Golfer, and this is my rundown of the best putters for 2018. Okay, so when we're talking about putters, there's so many different factors which may determine what putter's going to work for you, what putter's going to work for me, and what putter's going to work for your mate. It's a very personal thing when it comes to a putter. We make decisions on the putter that we like for very strange reasons. I just like the feel of that one, but I would really like to try and get over to you in this video that there is actually a little bit more to it than just liking the look of something. So you may want to get fitted for a putter, but if you decide not to get fitted for a putter, then there are some little bits of information here before I run down some of the best models that might help you. Right, so what do we all want a putter to do? We want it to help us aim, and we want it to help us control speed. They're the two most important things in putting. They're really the only two key things. The different things that putters have are all about controlling those two variables, really. So how is this putter going to help me aim? What's going to help you aim? Lots of putters we see out there have got all different kinds of alignment aids on there. Something that you might want to take away is that what works for me and what works for you might be completely different. It's really about working with your PGA pro or fitter to test a few out and find out what type of alignment on a putter will help you aim better. What's really important with a putter is to try and get the putter that fits your stroke. Don't try and change your stroke or manipulate your stroke to suit a particular head shape because you like the look at. You really want to let the putter do what it's designed to do. Another thing which can be key in controlling the pace of the putter can often come from the insert, whether it's got kind of a specific insert in that face or whether it's just sort of like a milled lump of steel or whatever. The inserts can affect how we control that speed. In British conditions, where sometimes if the greens are a bit wet or even a little bit more grainy or just not running as fast, sometimes I find you do have to really give your putts a good whack if you've got a face insert in there. And if you haven't got a face insert, sometimes they can just feel a little bit more solid. Okay, so I'm going to start off with ping, because ping are really synonymous with the putter. You think about the Answer putter that they created 50 odd years ago. Everyone has copied the Answer, so ping really are pioneers when it comes to putter, so it's a great place to start. And they've got loads of, like everyone has, they've got so many options, but the kind of two sort of ranges that you might want to be looking for to choose from ping are the Sigma G range and the newer sort of Volt 2.0 range. There's lots of different models in each of these ranges, but I've just got a couple here. Now this is a Voss Answer putter from the Volt 2.0 range, which again, it's just a very classic, simple Answer style putter, which looks absolutely fantastic in this black finish. Like I say, you can get these in a silver and a gold finish as well, but I do think this black finish looks absolutely fantastic. It's a no-nonsense, a classic old style putter, which is comes in at a premium price point. These sort of pings, premium putters, up at I think £275. Just a little bit on the grip. Ping have got these sort of thicker, dare I say it, Superstroke style grips on their putters, which I'm a big fan of them going down this route, but I just don't think they look quite as premium as the heads there on the Volt 2.0 range. And then in the Sigma G range, you've got a few more sort of like weird and wacky shapes, some of these sort of like higher MOI designs. But this is a Tyne H, which is a shape that lots of players will be familiar with. You think of like an Odyssey number 7 sort of style. But then we've got the plumber's neck hosel there. Bit of alignment on there, and Ping have got their sort of patented true roll face technology, which is just aimed at helping to get the ball rolling quicker. Out of the two, I'd definitely be leaning towards this one because I do prefer a larger mallet style putter, but they do look fantastic. The heads of these putters, they do have a really nice feel, so there is definitely a Ping putter out there for you in 2018. Okay, next up we've got Odyssey. Odyssey are the #1 putter brand on tour. We see loads of tour players out there using Odysseys. You think recently Patrick Reed winning the Masters, Phil Mickelson, Alex Noren, just to name a few. They are a really popular putter on tour. Obviously you get a lot of your Callaway staff players, Odyssey, Callaway, they are the same company. And Odyssey really do have all the different sort of shapes that you may have liked over the years. You've got things like the 2-ball, and you've got like the Versa putters, you've got the sort of more bladed style putters, you've got like the number 7 putters. And the good thing what Odyssey do is they offer all their classic head shapes, but then they do offer them now in a red option and in a black option. And you've even got some even newer putters which are red and black. So there's so many options within the Odyssey range for 2018. And the key technology that we saw Odyssey introduce not that long ago was their micro hinge face technology. As you can see here, this interesting sort of face insert design, and this is all about sort of getting that ball rolling end over end quicker, not having it skid, just getting it rolling end over end quicker. And I've got this here this is a number 1 putter. This is their sort of classic blade style putter. I'm a big fan of this style. It's their, if you like to call it, answer style putter. Yeah, a really nice, simple, classic design. If you're just someone that likes that classic putter, then you're going to be looking at the number 1. And something that Odyssey do as well, which I do think is great, they do super stroke grips as standard a lot of the time. And here's one of their sort of newer models, if you like, because we've got it in the red. We've got the O-Works red there, and this is a number 7S. This is number 7, is a very classic head shape. You know, think to players like Henrik Stenson using this type of model. And again, we've got this O-Works micro hinge technology there, which does really work. Like I say, with a face insert, to me, it does make it feel very soft off the face, so you just have to be wary of that. I do feel like I have to hit the putts quite hard with this insert, but they do get that ball rolling end over end nice and quickly. And out of the two, I'm a big fan of this putter. Again, the alignment sort of suits me a little bit more on that. You know, I'm a big fan of the red style putters as well. So absolutely dozens of Odyssey putters out there for you to choose from in 2018. Okay, so next up we've got a few models from TaylorMade. They've got a real variety in their range for 2018 TaylorMade. They've tried to build on the success of their Spider Tour red putter by introducing a lot more red mallet style models, but they've also, which you may have seen recently, they've got this new TP black copper collection, which you can see here. This is their sort of answer style putter, if you like. This is actually the Juno. Rory McIlroy's been using the Soto, which is a similar style to this. Again, it's that sort of answer style. And TaylorMade have got these red inserts in their faces for this year, which do feel really nice. They do give it a really nice sweet sound and feel off the face. So they do have some mallet style putters in this TP collection. We've got the Ardmore, like we see Justin Rose using that sort of larger, higher MOI version, but these are more for sort of like your bladed putters. So that's the Juno. And then something a little bit different, which they have introduced, is again building on the success of their Spider putters. We've got the Spider Arc. We've got some Spider Arc models this year which come in white and in red. Again, this is TaylorMade, so this is their most stable putter that they've ever produced, and you can kind of see why there with it, that sort of like stability around there at the back, and it's really just no nonsense, trying to keep that putter nice and square, simple, straight back and through, fill you with lots of confidence over the ball. For me personally, I'm still a massive fan of the Spider Tour red. I'm still using that putter. It's always worked really well for me. One of the things I like about that is it hasn't got any alignment on there. It's just nice and clean. It sits really nice for a mallet putter. It's not too big, doesn't feel too cumbersome. It's okay on your short putts. I sometimes struggle with massive putters like this on those little short putts. I feel like it's just a sledgehammer trying to crack a nut scenario. So again, TaylorMade, loads of options. You can get some in red, you can get some in black, and obviously with that TP black copper collection, you've got all those options there as well. So take a look at those when you get the chance. Okay, next up we've got Scotty Cameron. Another really popular brand on tour, used by people like Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas, hundreds of other people. And new for 2018, we had a new Select line, which you may have seen our video on previously. Now the Select range, like the Select Newports and the Lagunas, they're more of your sort of sleeker bladed putter style. Like here I've got a Newport 2. And then they've also got the Futura range, which is some of their large high MOI mallets like you've seen people like Adam Scott using. Justin Thomas uses a Futura model as well. So it's all about your personal preference, but the Scotty Cameron putters for me, they look absolutely sensational. No other putter brand quite has the shelf appeal for me as the Scotty putters. The attention to detail, the way the lines flow, all these sort of cool red lights on the back. Scotty Cameron himself says that he takes a lot of inspiration from muscle cars and things like that. See some of that in a lot of his putter designs. They look fantastic, they feel fantastic, and they've got all different types of models out there, so you will definitely find a Scotty Cameron putter out there that will work for you. Okay, another brand that have got some cool putters on the market for 2018 are Cleveland. And we see here from Cleveland, they've introduced some new technology a couple of years ago, which is their sort of TFI 2135 technology, which is all about alignment. And you can see there on the back of the head, they've got this raised sight line. The theory behind that is just going to help you sort of line up the putter with the centre of the ball, because the sight line is actually raised above the ground to the height of what the centre of the ball would be. It does make a lot of sense. It's going to really help you out, to get it aligned. in this range here, this is their sort of TFI 2135 satin range. We've got some, you know, just got some smaller bladed style putters. We've got some larger bladed style putters like this one here, which is the 8.0. And then, like all brands, they've got their sort of higher MOI models. This is the Elevado. This is actually counterbalanced. So we've got like a longer shaft here with a big thick grip, which has got, you know, sort of counterbalance weighting in there just to promote that sort of smooth pendulum type stroke. So yeah, these putters are really good actually, and they're a very good value. They're coming in a lot cheaper than some of the other brands, so if you don't want to spend upwards of £300, you want to look more around the sort of 100 to 150 price point, I definitely recommend checking out some of these Cleveland putters. They've also got their Huntington Beach range as well, which are a few more sort of bladed style putters, but within this TFI 2135 range, they've got some nice big helpful high MOI putters, and they do go down to some sleeker blades as well. Okay, last but not least, we've got Bettin Rd, which have got a real rich heritage in making putters. They've got quite a lot of traction on tour these days as well, with people like Matt Kuchar and Francesco Molinari using their putters. Really clever technology that goes into these putters, you know, nice sort of milling on the faces as well. This is an interesting model to me. This is the iNovi Rev 5.0, which is one of their sort of high MOI stability models. Loads of alignment help on there, you know, sits really nice and square to the ground. It doesn't quite have the shelf appeal of like a Scotty Cameron or maybe some of the sleeker sort of ping models, but yeah, these work really nicely. You can tell that there's a lot of clever technology goes on into these Bettin Rd putters, and you know, they don't just do these, they've also got the more bladed style putters, which you will see some of your tour players using, which do just look a little bit more refined if you like. But I've used this putter quite a lot out on the course, and I'm a big fan of it. It's got a really nice sound and feel off the face, gets the ball rolling nice and quickly, so be sure to check out the Bettin Rd putters that are on the market for 2018. So there was a lot to go through there because every brand has got so many different types of models. It's an absolute minefield out there for you, the consumer, trying to find the right one for you. But just think back to some of those things that I mentioned earlier. You know, have a think about why you're buying a particular putter. What is that putter helping you do? Don't just buy one just because you like the look of it. You know, really think about how it's going to, you know, get the best out of your putting stroke. That's the key thing that I hope you can take away from this. And then obviously, if you've got any more questions about any of these putter models that we've shown you here, please post those comments below. You want any more details about some of the custom options, some of the SRPs, some of the grip options, you know, if you want any more details about some models that we haven't shown you here, post your comments below and we will answer them for you. So yeah, just any questions about putters, let us know if you've been fitted for a putter, if you think, you know, putter fitting, it doesn't make any sense and it's, you know, a good putter can just putt with anything, that's fine. Post those comments below and we can have a little bit of a chat about it. But thanks very much for watching and we'll see you again soon.